All right, so I'm always asked questions on suspension. I'm gonna go over one quick way that you can lift a car up. You can see that the square body, how high it's sitting compared to other cars that I have. You can see how high it's sitting compared. You can see the height difference. It's almost a whole bumper taller. How I do that, it's fast, it's quick, it's easy. For stock shows, it will give some, if it will bounce up. You can see I usually do that with a wood 4x4. All I had to get this, to put this car where it was that steel block. I usually do it with a wood 4x4, and you take a screw, a big long wood screw or sheet metal screw, like a 2 or 3 inch one, and you screw through the bottom A-arm into the wood block. So that's the location of that. Here's the front tire, right behind the coil spring. You stick it up in there. On the starter side, you try not to get the block to where it's all the way sticking out the other side where it's interfering with stuff. Same on this side. Was right behind the coil spring, right in between the lower A-arm and the frame. This is a steel block. It's not welded in there. It's just sitting in there. I was trying to keep this car up out of the ground. This car's only got like 80,000 original miles on it, so I really don't want it sitting in the dirt for say, but that's one way that you can lift the car up quick. The other spot you can put a block, it's kind of the same thing, is you can take and put the block up in here between this engine frame here and this lower. Just stick the wood block right in there. The only thing bad about that is if the block moves, it will get into the backside of the tie rod and could bind it up. But this is just a quick video to show you how to get some ride height out of the front of your car. I don't have any way to jack this car up down here to show you like the links or anything, but it's pretty easy to figure it out. You just take and cut it down. Take a wood 4x4, cut it down, take a sheet metal screw, put the wood 4x4 in there. There's a little rubber grommet. Hold on, I'll show you up here. I got a car up here that's got the front end taken off of it. It rained here today, so it's a little muddy. This is a car that I ran last year. This car here is ready for scrap. Gotta get the cage out of it, but it's ready for scrap. On these A-arms, there's a bolt and a little rubber grommet that goes right here, a little for the suspension, like to make it ride softer, so don't bottom out metal to metal. You take this nut right here out, have somebody push down on the front suspension, and you take a screwdriver or a pry bar and you pop that rubber piece out of there. This car does have F250 springs in the front that I got to get out. You can see how big they are. So this car's A-arms are maxed out. You can't get your fingers underneath there or anything yet. Don't have a motor in it, but just a couple pointers on that. Little box gusset there. Try to keep that upper frame from pushing back, as one of the plates that is a 4x4 plate bent in a 45 with the corners rounded, stuck in there and welded to keep that frame from pushing the box, from all of that pushing straight back. This car did kink pretty bad right here, so took a 4x4 plate, took a bolt, 3/4 bolt, put in there because that's got like a little dimple there. Put a 3/4 bolt in there, and then just welded it all the way around, filled it all the way around. This car kinked bad right here the first time it was ran. The steering was digging into all that. I do run swivels in my steering boxes. If you're wondering why that cradle's cut out, I put this engine cradle in a car that's not supposed to have a 4.6 in it, so that's why it's like that. But that's a little bit of suspension help. Got a little stockpile of bubble cars here. It's just a little bit of them. So I appreciate you guys. I hope this teaches you something and maybe get you in that winner's circle. Have a good day.